Hello everyone and welcome back to another Wave preview. This is NASCAR Authentics 2023 Wave 8. Now, you may be wondering, well, where's Wave 7? We have not seen Wave 7. I don't really know anything about Wave 7, from what I remember anyway, but they said, they as in Lionel, they said Wave 8 this week, Wave 7 coming next week. So, there's that. I guess that's something that's better than nothing, or no updates at all. So I actually did a 2023 Wave 8 leaked video because they actually leaked, the Wave. Or somebody did. I'm not going to say they as in Lionel. Somebody leaked the Wave, and I did a video on it, and I couldn't get to editing it fast enough, and then they released the Authentics actual, video for it, so I kind of just scrapped the whole video, and we're just going to go with this. First up, we're going to have Ross Chastain in the 2023 Kubota paint scheme. Very cool. It's on the PTC mold, which, to Lionel's defense, they've been getting better with this specific mold. Now, everybody hated the PTC before because it's pretty dog water, honestly. Now, they have improved on it, like I've said before. They fixed the wheels. The wheels look a whole lot better. And from what I can tell on the Ross Chastain front end here, it looks like I can see the headlight out of the corner of that front fender. So, possibly, hopefully, they fixed the front end decals on the cars. That's really the next thing they needed to do. So the three big issues with this car is the color, because the colors are always off when it comes to the PTC molds, the tires, and the front ends on the Toyotas and the Chevys. Ford's got it down pretty good. But those are the three big things for the PTC cars that a lot of people don't really like. And I understand that. The color can be such just, a disaster, which is understandable. I mean, if they don't have the correct color, or at least anything close, it does kill it, pretty good. So just to compare how they've done with the EL mold and for the PTC car, which is the Wave, or this specific Wave, I should say, good old original Big Bri, right? The man, the myth, the legend. He actually did a side-by-side comparison. He always does this whenever the PTC molds come out. So I will be showing every single comparison. That way you guys can understand the good quality versus the PTC quality. So we're going to show that right here. That way you guys can understand why it's different. And I'm going to make an updated version of the difference between the PTC and EL mold like I did last year with the Harrison Burton car. I'm going to redo that with a different car after they update the PTCs and hopefully give them a shot. However, this is a really cool scheme. I probably will not be picking it up. Something else I also see that the PTC is pretty bad for, the wrap job of the cars. I can see on the A-post, C-post, and the rear quarter panel, around the wheel well specifically, and the shark fin, deck lid, all that fun stuff. It's white. It's not supposed to be white. If anything, it should be black, or, black as in the base painted. But obviously the decal job is supposed to wrap around that way it doesn't show any of the actual paint. But PTC also struggles with the wrap job of the cars. Chase Brisco in the number 14 2023 highpoint.com car. I believe this was not made at all anywhere last year, because he ran it last year at the dirt race. And I'm pretty sure this one is an exclusive. I could be wrong, but I think that it's canceled, or was canceled, or not exclusive. It is an exclusive. But anyway, the High Point car, I was actually just looking at this because I was wanting to make a Bristol Dirt Wave again for the Gen 7 cars. But this one's 2023, so really the only difference I know is the 2023 75th anniversary logo for NASCAR. So, I mean, I don't really have a big difference, but I know that's one of them. Still a pretty cool paint scheme. It reminds me when he drove a similar scheme. I want to say 2021. I'm not really too sure, but either way, it's still a nice car. I may pick it up, I may not. It just really depends. But I guess we'll have to see. Got Byron in the 2023 Valvoline paint scheme. Probably his worst paint scheme, honestly. But he's won a couple times in this scheme. And, I mean, the scheme's okay. It's actually kind of bad. But on the PTC mold, it doesn't look that bad because I'm sure it's a white painted car. So the wrap job isn't as bad. I can definitely tell the blue is off on the roof, though. I'll go ahead and throw up the side-by-side comparison from OBB. So thank you for that, good sir. Yeah, I don't know if the splitter is supposed to be painted or not, but it is white. So I'm surprised the spoiler is even painted, to be honest with you. But yeah, so that's kind of the Valvoline scheme for Byron. Not very great. Much rather have something else. But you know what? It is what it is. They are getting better with these cars, but they still have a lot of work if they want to make it more close to the EL cars and just the quality they have. But at the same time, this is like a $5, $6 car, so I'm not going to complain too much, but I'm seeing improvement, so that's a step in the right direction. Denny Hamlin in the number 11 2023 Interstate Batteries. This one actually doesn't really look too far off from what I can remember from the EL mold, which would be the Gold Series. Again, here's a side-by-side comparison. With the leak video I made, we did not see much of the car itself. All we saw is it was a front end that was a Camry, and it was Interstate Batteries, but we didn't even see the Interstate Batteries logo. Me and a buddy of mine kind of thought it would have been Christopher Bell, but it turned out to be Denny Hamlin, so that was a fail. We tried to do that, and it wasn't working. Also, something else I've noticed, they still do not have the banners for this specific wave. Or not specific wave, but this type of wave, the PTC cars. I don't know if they'll ever print them. If they do, I'm afraid to see how they look, because in the past, the PTC cars or WLS cars, if you remember those, the banners were garbage. They were terrible. So hopefully it's not going to be as bad. Ty Dillon in the number 2023, or number 2023, Jesus, the number 77 2023 Ferris paint scheme. It's already in the Gold Series. I'm pretty sure the red is off. It's a little more dark than the Gold Series. So boom, here's the comparison. Just to kind of, you know, compare it, I guess. So yeah, Ty Dillon, though, in a wave, is actually pretty neat. I'm glad we get, you know, kind of the more, I'm not going to say rundown, the more, like, not popular drivers, or the more, like, underfunded teams, you know what I mean? Or, like, the lower funded teams. They get some diecast. That's always awesome. Everybody knows Ty Dillon. Not everybody likes Ty Dillon, but, I mean, he's there nonetheless. So yeah, like, just like the, not Byron car. What one was the car we talked about? It had the white. Oh, it was the, Chastain. So, same thing with that car. The deck lid, shark fin, around the window a little bit, you can see the white. So, still got to get some wrapping done, you know, a little better. But nonetheless, this car really isn't that bad. Color's going to be off, I'm pretty sure, but other than that, and the decal fixing, could be a little touched up. Your 2023 Cup Series champion, I cannot believe I'm saying that, Ryan Blaney, with the Menards/Duracell paint scheme. Surprisingly, the Dayglow looks pretty good. Like, that looks like Dayglow for a PTC car. That's pretty impressive. I think I'm pretty sure this might be pretty good, actually. The black looks good. Dayglow looks good. The Ryan Blaney name is on the roof rail a little bit, but I mean, other than that, I don't really see any issue. I might have to give a well done to this one. This one doesn't look too bad. Don't really see any wrapping errors. Everything looks good. On the bottom, it doesn't go all the way to the back, but that's like a very, very, very tiny error, so I'm not going to count that. But yeah, so this one actually turned out pretty decent. Here's the comparison, of course. So I think it turned out pretty good, honestly. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. This one would be a pretty cool car to have nonetheless. Kyle Busch in the number 8 Cheddar's paint scheme for 2023. This one I think had some pretty good differences. Oh yeah, you can see that white is returned on the deck lid and the shark fin. So awesome. But anyway, here's the side-by-side comparison, once again from our good buddy OBB. Always putting in the work for us so we don't have to. So, yeah, the Cheddar's paint scheme, it's not a bad paint scheme, but I do think it's a little off from the Gold Series, which would be the EL mold. So, I mean, with that being said, it's not really super different, but I know there is a little bit of the color change nonetheless, so but that's bound to happen with these cars. So, I don't know. I'm not going to pick this one up. I'm not really a Kyle Busch fan, honestly. Unless I need a donor, I might pick it up, but I'm pretty sure I'm good for a while. This one was completely botched, and I'm offended. This was such a good-looking car on Kevin Harvick, of all people. The Sunny D car. Fantastic paint scheme. Fantastic. A+. But it got canceled, so it had to go to the Authentics, meaning there was a 50-50 shot of it being a good or a bad diecast, whether it was on the PTC or the EL mold, and we got the PTC. So this is a great example of how bad this color can get, like just the color difference. This is a great example. Like, it is garbage. It's so bad. Here's the comparison. It is dog doo-doo in every way, shape, or form. Not even a solid kind, just a runny dog doo-doo. It is terrible. It needs some sort of medication to fix that. Like, it's bad. It really is. So, the Sunny D, super awesome paint scheme, but God, why did it have to be ruined? I would have much rather not have it than to have it in this specific form. Oh, God, that sucks. But, I mean, I don't really know what to say, what to do, nothing we can do, but what we can say is this thing sucks. Big Bad Brad Keselowski in the number 6 Hawaiians paint scheme. Now, something I touched up on in the leaked video, which you guys obviously aren't going to see anymore, the 6 looks reflective. But because of it being in Authentics, I'm pretty sure they cannot do it because of the price difference. If you guys don't know, with the Gold Series cars, they have a reflective number sometimes, and they will up the price because they have to use like a special like foil number or a foil like finish or whatever material. So they do have to charge a little bit more because it's more costly to make the ones with a reflective number. So I think that instead of just having like a gray number like normal, they actually tried to get a reflective look without actually doing the reflective look to keep the price of the $5 car. So it looks pretty good. From what I can tell here, of course the text is kind of in the way, but from what I can tell right here, it looks pretty good. The car overall looks pretty good. The orange is probably off. I'll throw the side-by-side comparison here. But I mean, as far as I can tell, it's not too bad. I'm pretty sure there is a color difference, as I kind of stated earlier. But I mean, other than that, everything looks pretty good. Other than, again, the color, everything looks fine. So I'm kind of surprised, but everything looks all good. And that will lead us to the liquid color. Now, this is actually really sick. This thing looks amazing. My dream car needs to be in this color of orange. Oh my God, this orange is so nice. Orange is my favorite color. I know, it used to be blue. It's ruining my brand, whatever, fine. Okay, I get it. But orange has just kind of pulled on my heartstrings a little bit, and I started to like it a lot more than blue. So this specific kind of orange, the metallic, like sunburnt orange, maybe sunrise orange, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a very nice deep orange in metallic. It looks so good. It looks very, very good. I would easily pick this one up, not like for, I don't know, $30, $40 on eBay, but if I saw this in my store, I would absolutely pick it up, and this is what I'm kind of looking for, but obviously it's going to be hard to find. So if I don't find it, it is what it is, but if I do, I'm definitely snagging it. There is no side-by-side comparison for this one, of course, because it has not been released anywhere else. It's only been released in the Authentics. So that's going to pretty much do it for this wave. There's a little bit of a new segment I like to do at the end of these videos, is read some of the comments on Lionel's post. I'm not going to read all of them because there's a good amount. So, somebody said wave 4 winner circle, question mark. That's been leaked. Posted about that on Instagram. I'll do a video on that also. Somebody said, stop complaining about the PTC. They absolutely look fine in person, which is false. That's not true. It looks the same depending on, you know, whatever. Store's still stuck on wave 2. Fair enough. No more PTC. I agree. They are improving. Yes, it's true. Scheme that DMP'd or a scheme that DMP'd, probably talking about the 14, was saved by the Authentics, but on a PTC mold. Yet again, no Bubba Wallace car. Brother in Christ, they can't do that. Sorry to tell you, because of Denny, for whatever reason. Destroyed by the PTC mold. The colors on the PTC definitely improved. Wrapping just sucks. That's true. Other than the Harvick, pretty crap. So, or pretty good, but the Harvick. A lot of people are still in 2022. No longer says PTC. It says J on the bottom. Plus, they fixed them. So I guess they updated the actual thing. So have them in Walmart on Sunday. So they are hitting stores already. But I mean, there's not really much else to talk about. I mean, other than the Winter Circle wave that we will be touching up on here soon. But yeah, so that's pretty much all we got for this wave. I mean, overall, the wave is kind of mid just because it's all diecasts we've already had. I mean, there's nothing really special about them. There's one that was a exclusive, and it was on the PTC mold. So, I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it. But at the same time, I mean, it's just it really is what it is. It's fine, but I don't know. Anyway, on to the leak, which will be in the next video. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.